Johnny Lee Dees up here this morning, Cross Point Church. You weren't at Cross Point Sunday.
No, I wasn't. I was down in Birmingham doing a thing for a friend of mine down in Birmingham.
But they filled in, huh?
Nice.
I filled in. I sure did. They had lost their pastor at a church in Birmingham, and they just asked him to come and fill the pulpit for them to help them out. And we had a great
you got sin going on down there too?
There's not as much as here, but there's not as much in Birmingham as it is here. No, I'm just kidding. Plenty of it.
Being a former Auburn football player and a graduate of Auburn and loving Auburn, how do you take what's happened there over the weekend?
Well, just as tragic as anything could possibly be. And I was telling my sweet wife the other day, I remember many days myself sitting around a pool on a Saturday night with some friends and some teammates and just having a good time. And you know, maybe somebody shows up and gets in a fight over a girl, and so you go out in the parking lot and do whatever you do, and it's over. Nobody goes and pulls a gun out and just shoots people up.
This wasn't even drug related.
It's just it's so sad. It's so sad for the kids. It's so sad ultimately for the guy that shot. I mean, he's a young man who been watching too much gangster TV or whatever he does, and now he's going to go be. His life's ruined too. It's so sad. So
killed 3. I mean, those 2 guys at football, were they on the national championship team?
Yeah, they would have been on that team. That's for sure. And of course,
I know they weren't on the team now.
Right, but the one guy is still playing, and the other 2 had basically already transferred to some other places. But still, you know, they're friends with old teammates and hadn't moved on. It's just a sad. It's a horrible situation, and it just shows an absolute lack of thinking and the heat of the moment, and you just do something crazy. Let
me get back to you preaching down in Birmingham Sunday. When you go to a place where they really don't know you, and your stick as the way you preach, do you alter anything, or do you still use what we hear every Sunday?
Pretty much. I don't have anything other than what I got there every Sunday with y'all. I mean,
you don't try to be somebody else. You go down there, do you?
Hello, I'm John Dees, pastor.
I mean, do you do the nimbleness and all that?
I did everything the other day just like I do normal, and because you can't be somebody that you're not. And I was at a much more formal church Sunday than Cross Point is. It's a much more formal church. The church I was at on Sunday, much more formal. But you can't be somebody that you're not. And so you just use you just do whatever you do. That's what you do is what you do. And but it was fun, and it worked for them.
Well, you know, you're going to start rolling your pants up, because that's the new thing now, cuffed pants. I mean, Frank, y'all know he's already started rolling his up. Roy's got his going this morning, and
I don't think that's
Frank. There's a shot of Frank right there. He was rolled up this morning when he came in.
I didn't know cuffs. See, I might have cuffs on my pants.
Well, I got cuffs on these too, but then I say you're supposed to cuff them up.
You know,
you got to be styling, John.
Well, I was just going to say fashion. You know, some people dress for fashion. I just dress not to be naked, and so it just depends on.
All right, BCS, changing the subject again, talking about football. Mine and Johnny Lee's favorite subject, college football. They're meeting in Chicago today to get this rolling.
Wow.
Obviously, a lot of them want the Final 4 teams, and which is the way it should be. That's what ESPN is all over too. The other conferences don't want it that way. They want conference champions or a selection committee.
Oh, okay.
What's going to make that any better than what's in there now?
I don't know. I really don't know.
They did a breakdown yesterday on ESPN. 6 of the last 10 championship or Final Fours have had 2 members of the SEC in it.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
In the top 4 teams.
And that's probably why the rest of the conferences don't want that, because there's some great football played in the Southeastern Conference.
We're watching ESPN yesterday. A shocker. Honey Badger tweeting A.J. McCarron. Here it is right here. They get into a Twitter battle yesterday, and A.J.'s letting him. It was clean. I mean, it wasn't nothing ugly. And Honey Badger said, "Don't try that pass on me again." He said, "I already did it once." And said, "You know." And AJ comes back and said, "We already did it once. We beat you." And Honey Badger said, "You were just lucky that you won. You were just lucky that day. You had a great coaching and a great team with you.
Just
lucky.
Just lucky, yeah."
And then McCarron says, "Okay, well, it's on. We'll see on November 3rd who's going to be
on like Donkey Kong."
Can you believe Saban's getting away with this, or is this what he wants them to become?
I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's the age we live in where you can do all that kind of stuff. But
I don't tweet if I do. It was an accident.
Yeah.
See if he does it again. Maybe he.
I mean, we'll have to watch.
Honey Badger needs to just be quiet, but he can't. You know.
All right, let's go on to one other subject. Back to the Jerry Sandusky thing. Are you keeping up with the trial? It's 2 days old.
Just started paying attention to it. It's just so sad.
Said the jurors yesterday in there, John, were almost in tears hearing some of these victims. And McCleary's testimony there, he's right there. He's the redhead, as we all know.
Yeah.
This happened in 2001. He saw Sandusky naked in a shower with what appeared to be a 10-year-old boy. Sandusky behind him with, you could hear rhythmic sounds. How do you live with yourself not going to authorities over there? Of course, that was downfall of Joe Paterno.
Breaking it up then.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know what the guy was thinking. Yeah, exactly. That's right. It's just.
Here's my suggestion: Sandusky needs to kill himself.
Well, he may.
He needs to.
He may before it's all over.
I mean, he's trying to act like he's this. What was that other? They said, well, Sandusky would never. He was such a.
Someone went to the counselor and reported what they had seen, and the counselor said, "No, he's an angel. He would never do."
Yeah, Sandusky would never do something like that.
Well, and that's the shock, and that is the shock of it, because I mean I know people who know him and have been at clinics with him.
That's right. You did know somebody that knew.
Yeah, knew and was totally, completely shocked that kind of behavior go on. And the guy that saw it. Now, I can't speak for him, and who knows, I wasn't in the moment, and I wasn't there, and I don't know what, but you can't even imagine that you would just see that and
walk away.
You just, I mean, I know he slammed the locker to whatever, but still, that's just, I can't.
But now, he's also suing Penn State. McCleary is, because he's still on paid leave also.
Now, will any charges be brought against him for endangerment of a child, not doing anything about it?
He's suing Penn State for what? For
something. I can't remember, but I know he is suing them.
Yeah.
Well, Johnny Lee, what do you get for Father's Day?
I'm probably going to get underwear.
Or a tie.
Yeah, that's right. I love underwear. I love lingerie.
That's because your wife is beautiful.
Well, you heard about that job application I said I was putting in last week. I'm going to work at Victoria's Secret.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's right. There you go. Stock boy. Stock boy.
Yeah, stock boy. What a job.
Anyway, I usually get a book, and I got way too many books already.
Well, yesterday I did a thing on an Auburn graduate, an Alabama graduate, lawyers who teamed up to, like Netflix, you could rent a movie. Y'all were watching yesterday. You can now rent neckties.
Oh, wow.
$11 to $12 a month, you can rent these $200 or $300 neckties.
Well, you get like 10 to 15 a month.
Yeah, and you keep them and you send them back.
Hey,
why not? What I want. This is what I want you to fix me for. This out of the paper this morning. Chili coney dog.
There you go.
Here it is right here. Show a picture there, Brett. 1 pound lean ground beef, 90% lean. Yeah, that looks lean. Tomato sauce. This right here. Cook in a large skillet. Cooked beef. Now that's what I call a hot dog.
There you go.
Evidently, we hadn't been downtown a lot lately in Huntsville.
Yeah.
Down on my two brothers yesterday, me and Gloria meeting at the attorney's office, and there was like a hot dog vendor on every corner.
On every corner, really?
I saw what, three?
Two. I saw two.
Well, one of them wasn't hot dog. What was that other one?
Some kind of tamales or something.
Tamales.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're set up downtown. So Frank got a job for us. We'll start selling hot dogs and stuff down on the square. We need insurance for that, Tom.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah, I'm sure. But I've seen those vendors down there. Haven't ever bought one from those guys. But now when I was in Chicago, I did buy some hot dogs from and also New York. That was neat.
Hey, speaking of Chicago, I saw in the news this morning. To this date, they have had 225 murders up to date in Chicago.
Wow. So far this year.
Gang-related, the majority of them. This year, up 35% over last year.
Isn't it amazing what the gangs do? It's it's all about youthful bravado, and it's just so sad.
Where's that bark off that Jeff had up here yesterday?
He took it back with him.
You're supposed to keep a dog from barking within 30 feet of you.
Really?
And I sprayed my hair black yesterday up here. I never got that stuff out yesterday.
Did you really spray your hair black yesterday?
Yeah, he had some stuff up here.
Oh,
John, you missed it. You was probably on the way driving over this morning, but Burger King's now got a bacon Sunday out for the summer.
A bacon Sunday?
Bacon Sunday.
There you go. That ought to be great.
If it's my cholesterol, Dr. Tim Howard gave me the perfect sign the other day.
Hey,
He said, for a specimen like you, man,
For a 70-year-old?
you look excellent for about an 85.
There you go. Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. So he was keeping.
You are doing great,
Hey, coming up on tomorrow's show, Jeanette Donovan will be up here with us talking about Delmore Days coming up, and the Marine Police are going to be here with their boat.
Chad Dyer will be joining us.
Chad's
He'll
going to
have
be
his
with us.
boat with him.
Yeah, he's going to talk all about what to do and what not to do on the water as we approach the 4th of July weekend. Don't forget, 2 weeks from this Friday, Joey Boyd will be outside cooking all night, he and Sandy, and we'll have our annual 4th of July celebration in here coming up the Friday before the 4th of July, and then we'll take another well-deserved week off. Dusty's taking a sabbatical in July, his first sabbatical from down Lindsay Lane after 20 years.
How about that? Hey, can I say one quick thing? A young lady walked up to me last night. I was at a place, and she's in her 20s, and she said, hey, what should I get my daddy for Father's Day? Let me just say this to you. If you're like a young adult and you want to know what to get your fat dad, write him a wonderful letter. Write him a wonderful letter and tell him how much you love him and how much you appreciate everything. Better than a necktie or underwear or a book or anything, just write your papa a letter.
Who's going to do that?
Well, you know, that would be a treasure far greater than a lot of the other things out there.
Yeah, because you know, plenty of stuff out there.
Amen.
Don't forget to cook me
That'd
this.
be nice.
Yeah, that's
all right, Johnny Lee, we'll be back in. You at church Sunday?
Yeah, I'll be back there. I sure will. Looking forward to it.
You need me to fill in or not?
Well, you know, there's breathless anticipation for this Sunday.
And in fact, Green Light Sports will be back with us tomorrow too. We're talking. Don't forget, Bama Classic starts airing again here July 1st, and Crimson Comments and Crimson Classics right here exclusively in North Alabama on ZTV 11. There they are, right there. Get all your football stuff.
Getting a big that time of the year, man.
Less than 3 months, Johnny Lee. Oh, yesterday, one other quick thing on ESPN. Jesse Palmer said, he said, what is today, the 12th? I told this story earlier. He says, right now there is one football team that ain't started yet with one loss already. That's Michigan. He said, there ain't no way they gonna beat Alabama.
That's Michigan. Already started with one loss. That's
I also heard Barry Switzer say before the Alabama-Utah game 2 or 3 years ago, Alabama wouldn't have a single player if Utah's on their team. What did we get beat? 20 points?
Yeah, there you go.
I know. Watch
that was
we got to get out of here for the day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
He did say.
He did say.